Yo, what's good? It's the Shisui from Philly, and I'm back with another video, a brand new video. A lot of people, I'm usually have a faceless video, a review video, but for now, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a different video. Today, we're going to react or see if I can survive. See if I can survive the zombie survival quiz. Most people choose wrong. Now, personally, this is by oddly specific, so I recommend this video. I just saw the first question, and the first question was just like, "Oh, what is the first thing you're gonna do? This and this and this," and I just said I got it right. Okay. And if you want to see the context of the video, and whatever the zombie apocalypse looking like, well, I'm about to put it up in a real second, real quick. But hold on, let me just check. Here it is. Pretty much slow zombies, mid hearing, mid smell. They're shit at eyesight, especially in a low light, which means dark places are your friend. And they'll notice you if you're loud, fast, or breathing, right? They don't feel pain, and their only death is by the head. And again, fast spreading. You don't know if it's bites or blood, and it's not airbound. 100% not airbound. And right now, your location, you live with two other people in an above ground apartment in a densely populated urban area. So I highly recommend her video if you want more of this. But I started at the second question because I was like, yeah, this seems like an interesting video. So for now, let's get to it, guys.
You've decided to stay put and ride up the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak.
Okay, so here's the thing. This one I was a little confused about because smartest next move is crazy because we don't know yet.
Block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water. Option C, inventory your kitchen to make a ration plan.
Okay.
Or option D, turn on.
Okay, here's the thing, right? If we're going by, there's two other people with us. If we're going by what I think is the most logical answer, I think bathtubs, sinks, and pots is our best friend. Because I think A, as long as we're quiet, as long as we are quiet, A can, like, look, here's the thing. C, D, and A, you can do whenever you want, or to a point. B, you have a time limit because the water is going to slowly, like, turn to shit, and the water supply is going to be absolutely ass. So you want your bathtub, your sinks, and your pots to all have water in them, because water is the big survival point. You want to be there for a long fucking time. So in my opinion, I think B is the right answer. I think A would be your second best option. C and D, again, you don't know if these guys are going to be like loud as shit. Like, you don't know if the news is going to be loud as shit. So you don't want to alert people right off the bat and panic. Like, D is a panic option to me. So in my opinion, I'm going with B, because A and C, you can kind of do whenever you want. A, it's like the second priority thing. But I'm going B, because you need to get clean water out before it gets all dirty and shit.
On the news and call your loved ones for updates.
Okay, chat. What do we think the answer is? I think it's B. If it's not B, I'm gonna be pissed.
Option B, fill all
Okay? Okay? Oh, fucking K!
Disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable.
Yeah, when infrastructure... Yes! Yes! Yes, I don't want that shit to be contaminated, right? Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. The other options are not correct is because C, you can do C whenever the fuck you want. You can ration out your food whenever you want, especially when you have two people. Whether or not it says you trust them, who knows? But you've been living with these people for a good while. You can ration with them whenever you want. D, again, you can do that whenever you want. Not whenever you want, but you can do that a few hours afterwards. And then A, again, I would say that's your second priority, but after that, it's like you're chill.
This is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first. For option C,
yes.
Ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D, turning on the news and calling your loved ones. That sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information.
She's saying shit. Look, all I'm gonna say, my logic was just reasonably sound.
What's the smartest next move?
Okay, containers are full. Pressure is. What the fuck is containers? What the fuck is she? Wait.
The pressure is dropping. The power is still on. Basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in. Containers are full. The pressure is dropping. The power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment. What's the smartest next move?
So the power is still on, but it could cut at any moment. What do I want to do?
Option A, inventory food in order of perishability. perishability and set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street.
Why? The power's still on, but why the fuck would I gauge? Am I just gonna be like the fucking like the Aaron Rodgers shit where I'm like this? Fuck no, I'm not doing that. What are we doing? No, I'm not doing that.
Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra break.
Again, why would I do that? If the pressure is dropping, the power is still on. Like, why do I care? I think C is not important right now.
Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying alive inside.
Fuck no! Fuck no! Fuck no! Fuck no! I'm never doing that. No, no, no. D and B are out the fucking question. Here's the thing. With B is a weird scenario because B is, why the fuck would you do that? That's like some horror movie shit. I would never do that. And D, alive inside, uninfected, just pretty much is right on the board. Yeah, I want to be eaten whenever the fuck I want because no, why would I ever do that? You're risking getting people from the outside who could be bitten. Like, obviously the infection's quick, but you could risk yourself just dying for just content. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and C's fine. I think A makes the most sense because if the power is gonna cut, then your refrigerator can just get fucked. And when your refrigerator gets fucked, you need to realize what do you need to eat first and what can survive the longest. So I say it's A, and if it's not A, I'm gonna be very fucking shocked.
Uninfected, in case help comes.
Fuck you mean in case help comes? What? The fuck are we talking about? It's A. It's
so the
A.
answer here is option A, inventory and ration food.
Most people choose wrong? Okay, there's no way people get the first three probably wrong.
A calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette
Duh.
is bait for both.
Again, I'm being so genuine. Like, B and D are the fucking stupidest. They're like,
Bracing the door is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. Apartment.
okay.
You're into the outbreak. The supplies are counted. You share the space.
Supplies are counted. You share the space with two flatmates. What's the next priority?
What's the next priority? Option
Okay.
B,
Okay, personally, me, one person's going out to get food. And, like, supplies and shit. And everyone else, we're just vibing, right?
establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies.
No.
Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway.
Why do I want to do that?
Or option D, start binge charging every device.
That's hard, actually. Look, here's the thing. I think B is 100% wrong. Why would you cook a large, hot meal? Like, a large meal, fine. Hot meal? I think that's just a waste of energy and power, personally. And me assign one person to sit by the peephole, I think that's just a waste of time. Because if one person's just going to go out, then you would have to establish a knock or some sort of alert. I think just one person sitting behind the people is just a waste of your time and energy. And I think D is also not a bad option. Because while I think A is kind of decent as an answer, I think D, you kind of want to binge charge everything. Just so you can call up, like, services. Like, hey, the shit's down, but the thing with D is, if we're under presumption that the zombie apocalypse is happening, you have no Wi-Fi, no nothing, you kind of don't need the Wi-Fi because everything's going to be shut to shit. Like, the Wi-Fi is going to go down eventually. But just in case they say, like, hey, you need this and this, I think the first priority shouldn't be A, but A should definitely happen at one point. B and C are stupid. I think it's D. We're going D here. I think it's D, mainly because we don't know what kind of world we're in. If it's a world where we're like the internet, where it's like the internet and stuff, like the internet's still up, it's D easily. But I don't know if the internet's going to be shut down anytime soon. So I'm going D, but it could easily be A.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert.
I'm going to hear D, and she's going to be like, oh, but the Wi-Fi is going to get cut off.
So the reason this is the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise.
Oh my god.
And door opens later. Hot food food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against.
What? No, because if you're no, this isn't true. Because if you look at the last question, you said the power could shut off at any moment. If the power can shut off at any moment, I can't be charged my shit. What are we talking about? Look, here's the thing. I think A is important, right? I think it's important, but I don't think that's the first thing you do. Because if you just said the power could shut down at any moment, if the power could shut down at any moment, why wouldn't I just binge charge all of my devices so I could contact help? Like you just said it yourself, you don't want the electricity to die. I think electricity is an important power. It's an important privilege. You need that for a good while. Like, even if you're like, oh, let's just do this immediately, get the talking out of the way. You have to realize that you could do that whenever you want. Like, if you're a group, like you could tell by the zombie apocalypse, like you could tell by the people you're with, if you're fucked or not. But being calmed down and saying, hey, let's do this before the electricity comes down. Yeah, let's just binge charge all of our devices and don't touch them. Only touch them when the electricity is down. And then we can talk about this. Like, obviously I don't know. Like, personally, I think D is first.
Fatal mistakes are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak.
Okay.
And it's still quiet outside. What do you do next? Option.
Okay, communications are set. Okay, we got all that down. We got the charging. Oh, I've been charging. We got the charging. We got everything. It's still quiet. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go check. We need to check from a safe, reasonable distance, in my personal opinion.
Pick one windowless interior room as the fallback or the sleep space.
Fuck no, because if you pick a windowless room in the inside, you're just pretty much saying, here's my dead end. I want to die. Fuck
Option
no.
B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects.
I mean, if you check the hallway already, sure.
Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains.
Start boiling tap water. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I like C.
Option D, spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
I'm not gonna lie, A and D make no sense to me. I think C clearly makes the most sense to me. Why would I clear the hallway of any loose objects? That's stupid. It's C. It has to be C. Nothing else here makes sense. It's C.
So the
Easily.
option here is option A, designate a fall.
What? No! One windowless interior room as the fallback sleep. I mean, having a windowless sleep is not bad, but if you get braked in, you're fucked. If you're braked in, you're fucked. I'm sleeping under the bed. Period. I'm sleeping under stuff. I'm hiding. Why would I sleep in a windowless interior room where I have no idea of the outside world? That's stupid. That's stupid. Why wouldn't I boil the tap water to sterilize it? Again, your power, we don't know when it's going to do. Anything with power, you do first. I think C is the best option here. Because A, you could have done that earlier. You could have done that way earlier. You could have done that now. Like, that's stupid in my opinion. I think getting good sleep is good. But if you're in a zombie apocalypse, that doesn't matter. You just need to find a place where you can hide. Windowless. You need a place where you can recognize any sound around you. You can't do that when you're fucking in a windowless room and maybe there's a door, right? Maybe there's a door. But like, what the fuck? I just don't agree with that.
So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen.
A last line of defense? Dog, if we don't have weapons, we are fucked. We're fucked, period. What does a windowless room have for us? What does a windowless interior room have for us? If you're talking about a bunker, how the fuck am I supposed to get a bunker if I'm in a 2-floor apartment?
So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2-hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but
sure.
stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but...
What? That's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Why would I risk one of my friends dying because of a panic option because you want to clear the hallway? Like, I get you don't want to trip on stuff, but these guys are slow. Like, imagine The Walking Dead. They're slow moving zombies. You don't care about moving the hallway, in my opinion. Because at that point, if you're fortifying yourself, you're going for the long haul, right?
But it's not really worth the risk of sound unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is
Already filled containers. Again, we don't know where that shit's coming from.
still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just...
The fallback room! You're in a fucking apartment! What fallback room? Do we have a fucking attic? Do we have a bunker? Like, I'm just so confused. What fallback room do people have? Do you have you have like a fucking gold mine in there? What fallback room?
noise and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on.
Oh my god, we're going to the... I mean, they have okay smell, but... Oh my god. I personally think if you're fortifying your door, they shouldn't smell it. Like, I don't just go up to apartments and smell heat. Like, I don't smell fucking food coming out from people's houses. If it's shut down, everything, I don't smell anything. Like...
And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization. Obviously, if you're breaching
Yeah, it's minor.
all of your water and fallback barricades due to finished order, option 1,
Barricades, water, food, signal, safe room, and hygiene are all handled, sure. What should you do to finish day 1? Sleep. Get some sleep. Get some sleep, someone has to be lookout.
stay awake all night and rotating 2-hour guard shifts.
Not me, but everyone, yes. Because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming.
Start small cooking fire on the balcony to
Okay, so basically with what her logic is, you don't want to start a fire. You don't want to spread attention to yourself.
reduce indoor smells. Option C, signal from a window in Morse code that survivors are inside. Or
C, no, too, because you don't want that right now.
option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
What? It's A. It's easily A. No, wait, let me hear this. Because with her logic, it's not B. With her logic, it's not C. Because, you don't want to spread attention to yourself. In my opinion, I mean, with the... Look, Morse means there's going to be a light. And if they have okay sight in the light, they have shitty in the whatever, you don't want to create attention to yourself and the zombies with the high light on. Mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline, nightly routine. I mean, if you have the intent of exploring and getting the fuck out, yeah. But I would say A, because you don't know what's going to happen after day 1. I'm going A. Because you don't know what's coming. Like, we don't know the full extent of the rules of the zombies. Maybe they can sense if we're...
Correct answer here is option D, build the timeline.
Oh my god. What timeline? Like, here's the thing. With the timeline, like...
So the reason
Look, here's the thing. My thing with the timeline is that's assuming you're going to explore for multiple days at a time to maybe like a home, like a shelter or something. But in my mind, why would you be out there for 14 days for a shelter? Like, obviously you're like usually with zombie apocalypse you have to travel, but do that now on your first day? Especially when you don't know what the dangers are. You don't know what's going on out there. Like, I think it's A. D is not a bad option. It's not B or C. I think A is not a bad option, though. Like,
the reason that this is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival.
okay, guys, so imagine we lived in a world with no locks on our doors, right? Imagine a world where we lived in a world with no locks on our doors. Would you be okay? Would you be safe if a guy just breaks into your house and everyone's just sleeping so we can, this is her words, create less exhaustion? Again, you fortified it, yes, but we don't know the strength of the zombies at the end of the day. Like, obviously we're given a background, but we don't know the full extent of what zombies can do. Like, they could easily team up, they could easily bang, you could easily, like, we don't know the strength of these zombies either. We just know they're like Walking Dead zombies. We just don't know at the end of the day. So, my personal opinion, I think that's just not the right option. I think it's D's not a bad option, especially you have to think about how life's gonna be like. It's not gonna be like this every day. I don't think it's like this. So that's not a bad option. I guess. I think D is the second best option. I think A is completely your best. You need to know if you're safe. You don't have no idea if you're safe after the first night.
Value. So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've
Oh
heard no
shit.
sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen, and movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do now?
Okay, here's the thing. If there's nothing, and I hear something, do I want to explore it? I mean, it depends on our situation. If our situation is good, then I'm gonna just way back a little. But if it's faint and far, I just vibe out. We don't want to risk it. We don't want to risk a single thing, right?
Option A, slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B, scan the street from behind
No, because we don't know the environment outside. Outside, it could easily be really bad. We don't know.
the curtain for movement or patterns.
Scan the street from behind the curtain for movements or patterns. If there's straight silence, then I wouldn't go with that.
Option C, step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below.
Okay, that's also a waste of time. Who cares?
Or option D, knock on the ceiling to check
No. No. It's A.
if the neighbors upstairs are
Give me A. I keep hearing stuff. What the fuck? Whatever. It's A. No way. I'm not risking
The
any.
correct answer here is option B, scan the street discreetly. So the reason
I mean, that's not a bad option either, but the thing is, if we're assuming there's
that
nothing.
this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound.
Okay, this makes sense. I think the first one, it just depends on the environment, because we don't know yet.
Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And not
Yes.
is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they
Uh-huh.
heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do?
Nope.
Option A,
Bye-bye!
enter quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
Okay, so my personal opinion. A, we don't know. It seems abandoned, but is it abandoned? First off, I don't want to enter quietly because, again, I could die. B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent the risk later. Again, this doesn't really solve the issue. Leave it untouched, it could be the answer, but we don't want to leave it untouched. I would say D. You knock once, then you wait, then you know what I'm saying? I think it's D.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and search.
I guess the knock once is just because the sound. That's the only reason I can think of, at least the sound.
So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is
Okay.
empty, it's better that you take its resources before someone clearly more desperate does. It's sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear
Sure,
voices
gang.
whispering outside your apartment door. It's clearly human. What do you do?
Nope. No more people. Nope.
Option A, stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in.
I like B.
Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth breaking in. Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
No. It's not A because they're going to assume there's nothing there. It's not D because, look, they could easily be hiding. C is whatever, but again, you don't want to alert people. I would say B. Just whisper to your group, get a weapon. Because you don't know what's going to happen. I'm saying B.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent. So
Why? You don't
the
want...
reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door.
If they're looters. They could have weapons. No? Look, here's the thing. If they're looters, right, why wouldn't they bring a weapon with them? Why aren't you armed at all times? Like, tell your groups, yeah, we need weapons. Get your weapon now. Again, if you have a signal, you have signals. You said this earlier. If you have signals, then you should just signal to your group, hey, get a weapon, get a weapon. Like silent
If
weapon.
they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check, and you hear a muffled groan from somewhere in the hallway a few minutes later. What do you do? Option
Run.
A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case someone
Run.
comes through.
Run.
Option B, quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option
Huh.
C, tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet. Or option D, whisper sharp.
Okay, so it's not D because again, if you whisper loud, you don't want to continue with the noise, so it's not D. Tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet. No. Take position at the door with a weapon in case something goes through. Quietly relocate to your fallback room and lock the door. No, I'm going A. A, easily A.
Sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
It's A, because look, the fallback room is all good and stuff, but that's all. Okay, you said that's a last case resort. You don't want to do a last case resort just for a muffled groan. It's A. It's so A.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate. Containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason. You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing happens,
Is the fallback room the stronghold? Again, here's the thing. You don't know what's out there. Do you want your things to be ransacked? In my personal opinion, I don't think we need to do that. I think if something happens, then we have to be alert. You have to defend your court. You can't rely on the fallback room the whole time. Like, what did they get through your initial barrier?
and if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule. What do you do?
Wait,
Option A,
wait.
immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen
B.
for updates.
So B.
Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or option D, ignore it.
Ignore it's bad because that could be a cry for help. A, no, you don't do it immediately. I like C and B. B, I feel like it's better because you want to wait and see if you get more info or if it's just a bait or if someone's trying to kill you. I like B here. Scout the route's not bad, but I think B because you don't want to risk
So
losing
the correct
people.
answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer
You didn't say that. You said scout the route. I mean, scout the route before committing is more like just look at the route, see what's
answer
happening.
here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all. But ignoring
Yes.
it completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your...
Okay, why is 24 hours bad? Because here's the thing, that could just be a bait. We don't know if it's good yet. That actually does make sense for me to go look. Yeah. I mean, waiting's not bad. I would just wait 24 hours just in case something else comes up, and then I would move, but...
bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment. What's the smartest grab?
You've gathered your gear and now have to choose which weapon to take.
Option A is the long crowbars. Option B, a short machete. Option C is a steel baseball bat. Or option D, a cordless drill.
Okay, here's the thing. They only die with hits to the head. Why the fuck would you need a crowbar or machete? I mean, machete's not bad, but you want something that's far away and you can easily swing to the point it's a bat. Like, this is why when you're in the combat, you need a bat. Like, easily. You go for bat.
The
It's
correct
not even
answer is
close.
Option A, the long crowbar.
What? Why?
So the reason this is the right answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number one, how lethal it is against zombies.
Yeah, a fucking bat. There's a reason people don't swing bats to each other. You fucking get killed.
Especially skull.
Like the thing with weapon choice, it's how heavy it is, how fast can you run with it, and just generally how easy can you equip it, and how far away are you from the enemy. Because crowbar and bat are of about the same length of how far away it is. Bat, I feel like it's easier to use overall. In my mind, a crowbar is harder to use. I think a bat is way easier and it's way more effective.
Trauma. Number 2, utility in the field. So how it works against doors, fences, or
If we're going that route, if we're going that route, then I still think a bat's fine here because I think you can break into shit with a bat. Like, what? Like, are we gonna say that? Oh, crowbar isn't as loud. Like, are we going that route? Because again, if we are going with that route, crowbar is still loud at the end of the day. They're both loud. Like,
breaking into places.
I
Number
don't
3,
think it's that
durability
bad.
and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and it won't slow you down.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, bat won't break. Like, like a steel bat? If it's a wooden bat, sure, I would have easily picked the crowbar. A stainless steel bat that
Number
doesn't
4,
break.
ease of use under stress, so no skill or precision needed. The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focus with no
No, because here's the thing: crowbar isn't the easiest to use under stress, in my opinion. I think everything was you were cooking until ease of use. Because I'm pretty sure a crowbar, you need some like prior knowledge of a crowbar beforehand. I think with a bat, it's so intuitive and so easy to the point where it's like, yeah, it won't break. It's stainless steel bat, it won't break. Plus, added benefit,
needed.
it's just
The reason the
chill.
crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focus
It's
and
just
less
chill. It's
impact,
just
which is
chill.
ideal for
I'm
crafting.
picking that. Like I'm picking that personally.
Functions as a multi-tool, so it can open doors, pry fences, break windows. There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly indestructible. And basically, it works in both combat and escape. All in all, it's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete was a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush or like cutting rope, but it's not really designed for hard impact because it can slice through soft tissue, but it might get stuck in bone. And remember from the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck.
So why is the bat rare?
The baseball bat also looks like it could be a really good idea, but it's probably going to perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing.
It's heavy. Are we kidding? Is a baseball bat? Wait. Yeah. Let's do this. How heavy is a baseball bat? 30 and 34 ounces. Isn't that 2 pounds? Wait, okay, stainless steel bat. £20? Oh, okay then. Look. I didn't realize it would be fucking 20 pounds. I mean, I think for like, I still would pick the bat over the crowbar, but hey, oh.
And also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls,
Really?
especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong.
Look, here's the thing with the bat, because in my mind, how on God's green earth am I gonna slam into someone's skull and that shit misses? Like, I would personally just have a gun, or like, I wouldn't have any of those options. Like, I think having any close range option, like you have to get it close enough to hit them, is bad enough as it is. But if I had to pick one of them, I would still pick the bat. It's strong. Like, I don't know about the crowbar super, but like,
because this might sound like a really good idea, but drills are not going to be lethal unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also, most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives you the
Knife.
best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat?
Knife.
Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver. Or option D, a screwdriver.
okay, not screwdriver. Fuck no. Rolling pin. Rolling pin? What? Okay, no, it's okay. Look, here's the thing. If she says some bullshit like, "Oh, the rolling pin's the right option because oh, it's easy to use," I'm going to cleaver. Respectfully, I'm going to cleaver. The knife, you need to be precise with that. I think the cleaver, you can just throw it there and we'll see what happens. I'm going cleaver. Final answer. Cleaver should not be this hard. Go cleaver.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver.
Yeah.
So the reason this is the right answer is because
Bye.
cleaver has
I haven't got one right in like a long
the
while.
skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck.
Yeah.
The rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably too light to do real damage. And as I said with
Yeah.
the most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone.
Is that even? I don't know if that's true though. Does the bat really do that? Like that's shocking if that does that. Wow. Did not think it'd be that bad.
Local broadcast says that
You packed a small bag. Water's nearly out. Local broadcast says the evac teams are moving towards a nearby within the next 48 hours.
evacuation teams are moving towards a
Night. Easy night. Because here's the thing. Night is scary, but the zombies are at their weakest at night. From what we've seen. And while there might be looters, I think we'll be okay in the night. Because I think in the morning it's a lot more scarier. Especially since there's both looters and the zombies. I'm going with night.
Stadium within the next 48 hours. What time of day do you plan to move? Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day.
No.
Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
Not right away. It's in the next 48 hours. I would leave after dark. Because, again, here's the thing. The only thing you have to deal with is looters. Before dawn, you have to deal with the horde and looters. I think middle of the day is also horde. I'm going after dark. Easily after dark.
So the correct answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. The
Why?
reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention.
Really? We're going... Oh, my God. No, because you didn't say that. Oh, the only thing you said is that when it's at low light, the zombies aren't as persistent on where they want to go. But I'm assuming with light that they can still do shit. Like, right before dawn. Just before dawn, you're still light outside. It's still light. Like, after dark, you have no issue with dealing with zombies. And we don't know how far the stadium is. That could be a few hours. That could be a few days. That could be like, for who knows how long it is. Now, personally, I think just before dawn is fine if it's a few hours away. But I'll be precautious and say, let's go after dark. Because, again, you don't have to deal with zombies. You really only have to deal with looters, if anything. And you don't draw attention to yourself in the slightest.
While most threats, either human or zombie, are less alert. Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic. And
Really? Look, here's the thing. If you scouted the route before, you know the general hooting, like the general shit. Like, I get the thing of, oh, what's gonna be out there. But who fucking knows? If there's street lights still there, if there's stuff still there, I think you'd be okay. But if you scouted the route before, I think it's okay to be at dark. I think it's okay as long as you don't draw attention nearly to yourself. Noise isn't nearly a problem because, again, with noise, you can draw distractions. If it have moderate noise, you can just draw distractions. I think it's a lot easier to do that there rather than when you're in the dawn, whether you're in the middle of the day. Fuck no. Middle of the day.
broad daylight also makes you way too visible. So you've exited your apartment and you're making your way towards the stadium.
Okay,
Before
gang.
seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car. One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, and the third is carrying a pipe. They haven't noticed you yet. What do? Option A, approach calmly and ask if they've seen safe zones. Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding. Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely. Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
I'm going A, because personally, if I see scavengers, they might get desperate and try to attack me. Okay. Now, so what was I saying before? I was saying that I would approach them calmly because, look, here's the thing: we're all trying to survive. But again, I can also see it not being A. this is a hard decision. I would say either B or D realistically, because A, again, they're scavengers. You don't know how brutal or lethal they are. I wouldn't avoid contact entirely because, again, you need to know what they're fucking doing. Like, I would say either B or D. We don't know. Follow them quietly is fine, but at the same time, you wanna stay low and observe. You kind of just want to vibe out and see what happens. I'm going with B here. Because you don't know if they're evil or nice. We don't know that yet. I'm going B for now. I'm going B for now.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely.
What?
So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building.
Look, that's true, but you need to understand that. Look, in my opinion, I think stealth is fine. That's completely fine. But I think that within a zombie apocalypse, I think you need to understand what other individuals are doing, what other looters are doing. If you think, what are people doing? Like, are those people good? Are those people bad? Should I like, because eventually you're gonna have to get to a point where you're gonna have to either fight off people or fight off certain people. The more people that you know in the zombie apocalypse, the more people you understand that are in the zombie apocalypse or acknowledge that they're there, you acknowledge the fact that, hey, yes, we don't care about them, but at least we'll know their intentions and see what they want to do. So I personally think avoiding contact entirely is not a crazy idea because you're going to meet them eventually, especially when you're in the evacuation zone. So
Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option B, watching from a distance, gives you intel, but it burns time and it also risks you being spotted if they
burns time. I mean, here's the thing. We don't know what time of the evacuation is. Like, it says within the next 48 hours. Again, you want as much intel as you can, especially when you go into the evacuation zone. You don't know who's there. You don't know what kind of people are there. You don't know what kind of things are there. If knowing one group is better than knowing no groups, in my opinion, at very least.
And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D,
Yeah.
following them is also not.
I mean, they're going to see me. That's the risk with following them there. But I think there's another risk entirely avoiding contact. What if they see obviously you're going to circle Y. What if they see you? What if they see you while you're trying to avoid contact? I think that's even worse because they're going to see you as scared and they're going to see you as bait, perhaps. But again, we don't know that. We don't know. That's why we have to stay low and watch.
Not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential ambusher. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder. What do you do? Option A, move slowly across the rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge. Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar. Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think it's A here. Obviously you don't want to have too much confrontation. You don't want to throw it off because of course you have to go down, and you could also lure multiple zombies. So it's definitely not B. C, I think C is not a bad idea, but it's risky because again, it could alert other zombies. It could, especially if you don't know how to kill. It's risky. I think if you want to play the passive route, I think A is your right option. D, again, a little too risky because you don't know what the zombie's going to be even doing. Like, the zombie could just be there for a long time and you might just be vibing. I think it's A or C realistically, but if I were to be in the zombie apocalypse, I would personally pick A. Just avoid it. Like, you don't want to draw the least amount of attention to yourself if possible. It's A.
So the correct answer here is option A, move silently across.
Yeah.
So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage. Stealth here minimizes all risk.
Okay, so what the logic of this video is trying to tell me is you need to be stealthy, you need to not create any attention to yourself, and you just take every opportunity that you can. That's what this video pretty much is.
The bottle could work if you were on the ground, but since you're on a rooftop, rooftop, sound travels unpredictably, and also it could just alert more zombies below. Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever, and it wastes daylight while giving up control. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground nearby. What do? Option A, pick up the pipe and confront it before it gets closer. Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment. Option C, climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while there's still distance.
These too risky. We're not doing that, chat. A, do I want to confront the zombie now? No, because here's the thing. Again, we're going to go with the logic of this video. A, personally, why would I pick up the pipe when I already have a weapon with me? Why? I feel like that, to me, that's stupid. Like, I think that's a waste of weapons, and that's a waste of time and resources. Energy. You don't need that. Like, personally, I would say it's either C or B. Do I want to slip through the side door and barricade behind me to wait for a better moment? Why would I that's another waste of time. I think the dumpster is fine. It depends what kind of dumpster it is. If it's a dumpster where you have to, like, open the hatch and jump in, I would say probably B. But if it's like a regular dumpster, again, it's also a stenching thing too. You can stench yourself, like hide the mask. I would say it's C personally, because you want to toss it away, misdirect it. But then if you do that, also zombies can come. It could be B, but again, B, it could be, you don't know. So I'm going C. I would go C here. Personally, I think it's C, but again, we don't know with this stuff. I think it's C, personally.
So the correct answer here is option C, use
Yeah.
and misdirection. So the reason this is the right answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum.
Yeah.
You stay away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression. And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is the correct answer in the alleyway.
Because no. Yeah, I was thinking that because your logic is, oh, we don't want to make any sounds. Now the logic with this is that, oh, I have no idea actually.
On the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable. This is because in the alleyway, you're in a contained space. So there's tight walls and there's short distance, and you can also see the zombie and it hasn't seen you yet. So here you're actually able to direct noise without just...
It says it has an escape option too. I got you, gang.
Option A, fighting the zombie, is not the right answer because this is still too risky. You don't know if there two is a survival option.
I agree.
The zombie will ever move on. This is also risky because one wrong move and you could get grabbed.
Yeah.
You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look injured. What do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod. And then...
Okay, it's the thing. If we want to go the stealth route, it's B. Not B. It'd be C, but you don't want to go back because there's zombies there. So I would say this is the point. You have the numbers advantage, you have the weapons advantage. A. Easily A. Because you don't want to do stuff where you're nodding to people and then they just sneak attack behind you. I think this is the point now where you have the numbers game, the weapons game, and you're on guard to where you could do A now. I'm pretty sure we could do A now. So we'll see. We'll see.
Answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving.
What? So what if they sneak attack you?
So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost.
We have the numbers! Like, unless they're, like, fucking jacked. I'm all about to flex, but no, I'm not jacked like that. But unless they're, like, jacked or something, like, what is the idea here? I don't get it. Like, I think, approach you with numbers and the weapons, I think that could be an ally. Like, straight up, that could be an ally. But again, you kind of don't want allies in the zombie apocalypse. You want them to keep it a minimum. But I think 4 is still fine than 3.
Climbing a fence, you slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do? Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
Again, if it's bloodborne, if we know that the zombies affect from bloodborne, you have to cover it up quickly as best as you can. Again, I don't know about wrapping it in plastic, since we don't want the zombies to lead towards us. We don't know if there's plastic around us. I would still cover it up as best I can, but we can't wash and disinfect it. We have no time for that. So it's either A, cover it up, or D, wrap it in plastic. Which one do I think is better? I think wrapping it in plastic is better. Like, technically for this video, it's probably wrapping it up in plastic, but I have no idea where you get plastic from. So for me, I would do A, but the answer would probably be D here. We'll see, though. Especially if the zombies is like blood and shit.
Here's option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason
With what? With fucking what? You just said we're in the zombie apocalypse. Why would I waste my water? Disinfect? You have alcohol on you? Or what? I'm being so genuine. What disinfectant do we have here? Let's hear.
answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies.
With what disinfection?
Every
Disinfect.
small cut matters in an unsanitary environment.
With what disinfect?
Protect yourself from both regular and
With what disinfectant? With what disinfectant? With what disinfectant? With what disinfectant?
Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense? Option A,
You find a gasoline, a lighter, and a abandoned garage.
yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact. Option B, yes, but only as a last resort. Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
Okay, here's the thing. Gasoline and a lighter, I would say no. Like, it's good for a last resort, but again, I think fire spreads unpredictably. Like, that's especially true. And it draws a lot of attention since they are really keen on lights, right? So I think the answer is C. I do think a Molotov cocktail is not a bad idea, especially if you're staying in that garage. But why would I stay in that garage if I'm going to the stadium? So I'm going with C. Personally, I think it's C. This music scares the shit out of me every time, dude. Oh, wait. Loss? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. This video is scaring the shit out of me. I'm like looking around because this video is scaring the shit out of me for like no reason. Fire rarely instantly kills zombies. Flames spread rapid, yeah.
Shelter in the back room of a corner shop when your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no window.
You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop after your route was blocked. It's a small space, one door, no windows. Zombies just stumbled in from the front. Inside, you have a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, narrow glass closet with slated wooden doors.
Windows, and a zombie is just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do you do? Option A, tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight.
In seconds? I'm being serious. Who is doing that in seconds?
Option B, hide silently in the closet and hope it passes. Option C, climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D, make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
Okay, here's the thing. If he doesn't know we're here, I'm going B or D, because again, in seconds you want me to tape a knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight. I mean, if I could do that, sure, but who is thinking of that in seconds? Unless you're a fucking Navy SEAL. Fuck no, I'm not doing that. I would personally just hide. I would just hide. I hide and hope it passes. Or I would lure it. But again, luring is risky because you're luring it all the way in and you have to go around. That's really hard to deal with. Especially since, And then climbing onto the metal drawer, it depends how good their climbing abilities are. But again, I would just go B or C, probably B. Again, there's no way we're taping a knife to a broken broom handle and preparing to fight. Like, that is just not happening. I'm sorry to tell you, that's just not happening.
C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie.
Look, here's the thing. If you mentioned the verse of the video that the zombies can't climb out, I would have picked that. But you did not mention that. We don't know how good the zombies can climb. Like, obviously you can see, but again, the middle drawer, we don't know how big that is either. Like, if you climb on top of it and the zombies can climb it, we're fucked. We're just fucked. So I think hiding just gives you the best option.
Before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because make sure.
Yeah, we know it's slow, but that doesn't mean it can't climb. Like, again, if we're treating this like Walking Dead zombies, it would be that. But we don't know if they can climb or not. We haven't fully established if they can climb.
Spears often are not going to hold up in
like,
range.
what?
The knife is unstable, and if you have one shot to pierce its skull, it's most likely not going to come from a very panicked jab. Option B, hiding in the closet, is normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie even hears a breath or brushes against the door, you're trapped inside with no escape. And option D, letting the zombie in and slipping past, could work in a bigger space, but not here. As mentioned, it's a small room, and you can't circle one in a small room, and you have no idea what's waiting outside. So you've just successfully fought the zombie off at close range.
Okay.
You're unbitten, but it's blood splattered on your mouth and your hands. What do you do first?
Clean.
A, wipe
Clean.
yourself down with a towel or cloth.
Yes.
Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately. Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
Okay, so obviously we're not doing that. I would say you rinse or wipe yourself down because you don't want it seem like you're about to like get like shit happens. Like, I would rinse it or disinfect it. Like, she would say disinfect it, but how in fucking God's earth would I get hand sanitizer? Like, that shit makes no sense to me. We're going with disinfect because.
The correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water.
Oh.
The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol. And sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea. So by this point, all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies.
Wait.
What do you do?
Nope.
Option A, boil the water because heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe.
So I have no clean water? I don't have proper filtration. I'm avoiding it. That's an easy C. What the fuck?
So the reason this is the right answer is because
that's like saying I'm just gonna drink rainwater, because that's why we don't drink rainwater for a reason, because it's all dirty, especially when it's effective. No, like that's obvious. You're outside a store with broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 are wandering from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you. You're crouched behind a checkout counter. Sure. Which one am I picking?
They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do you do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
Okay, so here's the thing. If we take out one, then all 3 are going to come right at me. I'm good off that. Crawl quietly along the back wall. If they haven't seen me, then maybe that could work, but it's 4, not 1, so it's a little risky. I would say C-ish, because a store with broken glass on the floor is risky, but we don't know if more zombies can come in. Like, it can easily come in. So I would say A or C. I'm going with C, because especially with the concept of, oh, there's sound. Let's just go with the sound. I'm going with the sound. I'm going to see them. Motherfuck. I'm playing. I'm playing.
The correct answer here is option C. use noise tactically. The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and
Yeah!
gives you a chance to exit.
Look at that, bro. This shit has been scaring me, dude. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm just gonna just warn it. Wait. Wait. Can I see this warning? Warning. Hard. Oh, we might do that. That might be another video. If you guys are still in this video and you wanted me to react to this, I'm down. I'm down, chat.
Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time. And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor, and crawling on glass is just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. So you continue with someone is quietly following.
2 blocks from your destination, you realize someone's quietly following you at a distance. They have it called out. What do you do?
Them to identify themselves. Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you. Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate.
No. A, no. I would do B because you don't know if they're actually like doing shit to you. Or they could be with a group. And again, you could lose your sense of direction. I personally like B because you don't want to start shit with people. I just pick up your pace and make sure to track me. So if they're actually tracking me, then I'm going to C. Stop abruptly and wait. No, I wouldn't stop abruptly because they're just going to stop abruptly. Turn around and start walking towards them. That's risky because, again, they could be with a group. You don't know. I'm going B.
Them.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing
So
here?
the correct answer is option B, change your pace and test
Yes.
following you. The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you've established they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you. You're still 2 blocks away.
No cap or fucking booking it. This is the easiest book of all
What do you
time.
do? Option A, duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route. Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass. Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
Again, like you just said, chat, I'm not yelling. And again, if they know where I'm going and they are following my paces, just run. Just run the whole way. Like, obviously, we're gonna reach the evac point. This is the final stretch. Like, obviously, there's zombies, so you want to risk running, but hiding is gonna be even worse because they know you're hiding. Like, obviously. Like, I don't think ambush is a bad option. It depends how many people are following you, but ambush isn't a bad option, but I'm picking B personally.
So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely, they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation, and more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight. Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the
Safe haven? It's just evacuation point. It's gonna be 85. There's gonna be hundreds of people there.
Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path. You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier. What do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
So here's the thing. If it's fully alert, I'm not throwing the water bottle. Again, here's my thought process with this question. I would say it's not blinded because we haven't had a single line of proof that they can get blinded easily. The water bottle thing is not a bad idea, but again, it's fully alert and it's in my path. We don't want to waste the last resistance of water we have. Waiting is too long, so I'm just going to push it. Like, obviously it's cracked. We don't know what's going to happen, but going head on is way too risky. Actually, let me think about it. I don't want to waste our only water bottle. But I don't want to. That's hard, actually. I would choose. I would personally just do the riot shield, even though it's cracked. A riot shield is big as fuck, where you could just hide behind the little glass and just ram it. Like I ram it. So I'm just going D. I'm going A, personally.
So
whether it's right or wrong.
Option A, push through with the shield.
Yes.
The reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option. And here, disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction.
Yes.
Option B, fighting the zombie, again, risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary
Yes.
if you have the option required. So it's unlikely that waiting and arrive at the evacuation site. It's surrounded by high fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people. Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
I either do B or D because he thinks you're at the last call. You're doing D. I'm doing D. Also, we don't know what these guards are going to be like. Are they searching for zombies or what are they doing? I'm going D. Final answer. D.
The answer here is option B, observe before approaching.
Oh.
The reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed. Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for a threat, and option C draws attention to you again without you having further context. Option
Now
D,
was D.
silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions and So count up how many of the answers.
Did I made it? I don't fucking remember. Let's go with 9 because I got a lot of fucking questions wrong. I'm gonna go 9. Chat. I'm going 9, and if I get, we're fucking dead.
So now I'll tell you what your score means and whether or not you would have survived.
9 out of 28, I'm fucked.
If you scored between 26 and 28, you would have survived. You're calm under pressure, you're tactically sharp.
Yeah, let's get to what 9 is. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You're a casualty.
I'm a casualty the first hour? I mean, some of the things are really stupid. But honestly, this is a fun video personally, but there's a lot of things that she said, but I wouldn't have done personally. Like, for example, in the beginning, like, I know for a fact that the fucking, I think a lot of the things are just, we don't know. Like, we don't know enough about their climbing skills, because a lot of her answers relied on climbing on top of big things, and yeah, like that's Walking Dead. Like, sure, if it's Walking Dead, that would work, but we don't know if it's Walking Dead or not. We don't know what kind of environment we're in. So, honestly, I think this video is solid, but there's a lot of unknowns that we just didn't know about. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like and subscribe if you want more, if you want anything similar to this. And I'll probably say that earlier in the video, like, not as like I didn't say it, but I'm probably just gonna like edit it in. The video will be in the description if you want to do the video on your own, or just check out her channel, Oddly Specific Crystal. I think she's a really fun YouTuber to watch. Really insightful. Just not just these types of videos. She does like I remember she does like a chart video, like some oddly specific, like that's legit oddly specific. But yeah, if you liked it, then thank you. And if you want to watch some more videos from me, I'll have something here soon enough. And yeah, that's all for me. I'll see you.